Hey you guys, Kyle here with Classic for Despairs. I know it's been a while since I've done a formal YouTube video, but I have something that I wanted to share with you guys. As some of you guys know, I race a Triumph 350 unit twin, and I usually go out to Willow Springs International Raceway. Last week I attended Track Experience Track Day on Saturday. I was only able to get 2 sessions before my bike started to act up. So the issue that I had was my gear shift lever was essentially hanging. So I could go from first, neutral, second, all the way down to third, but it wouldn't let me engage fourth gear. Through this issue early last year where I took apart the outer gearbox cover, I looked at the quadrants, and I couldn't find the issue. In fact, I actually added a gasket and that seemed to fix it. Well, last weekend it turned out to be that wasn't the actual fix. There's a lot of talk about cam plates, popping out of gear, profiles, all these different things. If you guys have a 350 or 500 unit twin and you guys are experiencing gearbox problems, or you're putting one together and you don't want to have those problems, keep watching the rest of the video. I'm going to go over what the fix is and what to look out for the next time you're rebuilding a gearbox. Let's go over the details. Alright, so I have my 350 race bike in front of us, specifically the gearbox. Now this gearbox is the same essentially from 1957 to 74. The internals are a little bit different, but the functionality and how everything works is essentially the same. I wanted to recreate what was happening last weekend. Let's say the bike is currently in third gear. Now mind you, this is a GP shift, which means that it's 1 up, 3 down. So let's say the bike is currently in third gear and I want to go to fourth, I'm just going to press down on the lever. So what was happening was when I pushed down on the lever would stay in this current position. It would not spring back to move the cam plate to be able to engage fourth gear. So if I'm in third gear and I try to engage fourth, it would essentially sit at this position. Now, when this is functioning, it will spring back to what I call a neutral or static position. So it's spring loaded to be able to allow the engagement down or up. So the fact that it's spring loaded here will allow me to actually shift the gear going up. So let's spin the wheel here. All right, so that's first gear. Then we have neutral. We have second gear there. Watch it spring back. Second, third, spring back. Fourth, spring back. So when I was in third gear, which is there, and I hit the fourth, it would essentially lock, but still be in third gear. So anyways, as you guys probably know now, that's a big no-no. You got to be able to have that. So now that you guys have a visualization, I have another complete outer gearbox cover, and I wanted to take that apart and show you guys what the problem is. All right, so I have an outer gearbox cover. It's a little bit different from the one on the bike as far as the internals, but as far as the plungers and quadrants and things of that sort, it's exactly the same from 57 to 74 to the end of production. All right, so we're going to remove this bottom screw. This gearbox has been sitting in our container for a very long time, so it's a little rusted. All right, let's start getting all the pieces out of here. All right, got all these pieces. All right, move the cover to the side. Cotter pins that I had in the bike when I did a rebuild a few years ago, I used essentially an off-the-shelf cotter pin that was smaller than the nominal size of the hole that's bored into the quadrant. Actually allowed the plunger to sit higher into the cam plate. That was the problem. That's what we ran into. So the fix is using the proper diameter cotter. If you look in a Triumph parts book, it does show the cotter pin, and it does fortunately give you a dimension, but it doesn't give you a part number. I did find more off-the-shelf cotter pins that were a snug fit into the hole, and that allowed the plunger to sit further down. If you use a thinner cotter pin, your protrusion from this area to the base, the protrusion is going to be higher, and that was causing the issue for the gear shifting. All right, you guys, that's going to wrap up today's video. I know it wasn't a long one, but I really hope that it helps some of you guys out there if you're experiencing gearbox problems. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you guys are on Instagram, check out our Instagram page because we have a lot more content that's on Instagram that's also not on YouTube. I appreciate you guys so much. Thanks for your support, and I'll see you on the next video.